I would normally go to. Oh God, what a stage. An insane atmosphere, and I say to anybody, you know, you've got to come to Ali Pali.
Did it live up to all the expectations?
Oh, and more. And more. I mean, when you play Lakeside, it's intimate. When you play Ali Pali, I mean, I could sense that Fallon was on next. Just there was a real, I mean, as you talk to me now, she's doing a walk on, and I could sense that in the room. Me and Damon are slow players, so there was, you know, we were never going to excite the crowd, so it was going to be this monumental game. But I could sense a real anticipation in the crowd tonight. It was everything I thought it would be and more.
First set wasn't really you. Down to nerves in that one?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I don't know averages. I remember a 170 somewhere. I don't know if that was the first set.
Win set number two. Second set.
Yeah, it was just. It was hard. It was a bit like maybe the parallel was Q School, where I felt like I wanted to make a statement. I wanted that, you know, Ryan Searle maybe beat me to it by getting that over the 100 average. I could sense that during the tournament that nobody's really hit that big average up there, and there's no reason why. The throw is immense. It's going to be an unbelievable tournament going from the last 32 onwards, and I'm a happy man being in it.
We know you watch nearly every dart thrown. What was it like sat at home, ticking the days off? Because to wait nearly 9 days is a long time, isn't it?
I did a lot of exhibition work, the back end of November, early December. I couldn't believe the luck I had with the schedule, because it gave me 10 or 11 days really to just get a couple of things right. And of all the people that helped me, Matt Edgar, I've had a bit of banter with him on Twitter, but he felt that my balance was wrong. And I was sort of putting my foot to the hockey rather than be flush to the hockey. And that, for me, that was the difference in the last couple of days of practice there. So of all the people in the world, he's the guy that had probably, got me through that game.
Daryl Gurney up next, someone you've had a great battle with in the Premier League this year. Looking to redress that, and does that have any bearing on the game?
I mean, first of all, he was terrific tonight. I mean, I practiced with Justin Piper, who hit a 9-darter with me in practice. I missed a 9-darter, he hit one. I genuinely thought that Justin might have even gone on to beat Daryl, because me and Daryl went for a practice and we felt that the throw was long on the stage. So I genuinely thought that Justin would have a tough game. But I'm glad it's Daryl. If I'm going to have aspirations of being in the Premier League and World Series, then you've got to beat people like Daryl Gurney. All his seeds have gone out, but none in my section. So if I'm going to get to the latter stages, I'm going to do it the hard way.
Touching on the Premier League, I know it's the big dream of yours. What do you think you need to do here, apart from win it, to get yourself in it?
Quarter-final is what I feel. I would love to play Daryl Gurney, and I have a dream to play Chris Dolby in the last 16. Just an amazing man, a great man, but a Smoggy versus a Geordie would be something really, really special for me, and I would leather him.
Obviously, Fallon's the fairy tale we've had so far.
I would leather him. I would smash him. Dolby, I'm the king of the north. Don't forget that boy.
Obviously, Fallon's the fairy tale at the moment, but there's another fairy tale brewing underneath, that you could be the only unified champion. Thought about that at all, that moment?
No, for me, it's all about Fallon. I've tried to champion ladies darts. I'm a huge fan of Lisa. Lisa's smashed many a man on the Challenge Tour this year. Dieter beat Aaron Turner. Anastasia beat Vincent van der Voort. She has lifted this sport and ladies darts. I'm just listening to that crowd right now, because she's an amazing player. It's been an amazing week for ladies darts, and I wish them all the very, very best. And this week is all about being about Fallon.
Glenn, absolute pleasure as always. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Phil.
Glenn, just what were your thoughts when the draw came out? Because to be either facing Damon or a good friend, obviously, in Jose, it's a very tough draw, isn't it, for your first PDC World Championship?
I was on the train from a media day with the PDC, and I watched the draw, and all I wanted was the ball to come out very high, because one was Jamie Hughes, 32 was Mickey Mansell, so I felt like the higher the ball, the better for me. And number 2 come out, and I was like, who could that be? And Jose, for me, has demonstrated amazing talent on the floor. and I really wanted to play Jose because for me he's yet to show it on a stage. Damon is a World Series winner. He's won the Australian Open, and I was one of the few who felt that Damon could win the game, so I was fairly happy with the draw.
And just talk to me about the change in walk-on song.
Mac Elkin's my manager. He decided all that, and what a success it was. They were all singing to me. I give him a bit of hard time at breakfast this morning because when he told me what I was walking onto, but I think that'll be my walk on now for a long, long time.
Thank you very much.
Just a few from me, Glenn. Hearing that three-time Lakeside champion of the world, how did that feel going up on?
You know, Phil talked about I was nervous the first set. If you watch that walk on, I looked very, very nervous. I'm sure I did. But when I heard John McDonnell say the three-time champion, you see me going champion of the world. Yeah. It's a real honour to be that. I could bore you for hours and tell you how much I didn't feel like a world champion as a Lakeside champion because I got a lot of people who disregarded that title. And I felt that this year, when I've done really well, that's made them 3 titles sort of mean something to me. But right now, it's all about the undisputed champion of the world, and it's an enormous task. But that's what I'm hoping for.
Speaking of Damon, what do you think of him as a player? And having gone through Q School yourself last year, with him going there in a few weeks' time, what do you make of his chances going to Wigan?
I think he's quite similar to me. Yeah. Slow, deliberate, methodical. The only problem when you're that is that you think a little bit. He's a World Series winner. He's the DPA #1. He's got everything going for him. Carl Anderson was waxing lyrical about him today, and he said, "You've got a hard game, Glenn, but I wish him all the best." Q School is, it's brutal. Q School is it's incredibly difficult, but I wish him all the very, very best.
You ended up touching as well on Justin Pike practicing with you. How is it having him on the same team now as a result with Mac Elkin?
I mean, quite selfishly, it's immense for me. We're both quite boring. We're both quite slow. And when we practice, we put our music in. We don't talk. We just play games, and he suits me down to the ground. I genuinely thought he was going to give Darryl a really tough game, and felt that he was going to beat him.
Speaking of your next game, how is preparation going to go ahead of that? What are you going to do?
Oh, well, that's my favourite question because Christmas is going to be so much better now. I'm driving very, very early in the morning. I've been so nervous today because my daughter drove. She's a Fiat 500, 5-hour drive for her. And I rang my wife at one point and she missed, I had 4 missed calls with her. And I was panicking like mad, and that was because my wife had fell asleep in the car. It's just going to make Christmas really good. I'll be practicing. I know exactly what I'm going to be doing now. I'm going to be driving really early down on Boxing Day again, and the 27th can't come early enough for me.
Good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you, sir.